Hello.
Hi, welcome to That's English.
When I was 15.
I hated being 15. I think I was a difficult teenager. I used to get up late and I never wanted to go to school. At weekends, I used to sit in my room playing computer games or talking to my friends online. I used to argue with my parents all the time. In fact, I was quite rebellious. Nowadays, it's so different. I still live at home, but I am good friends with my mum and dad. They know I'm responsible and they trust me.
2.
When I was young, teenagers weren't as independent as they are now. My mum and dad were very strict, and they were angry when I got up late or I didn't do my homework. My brother and I never used to go out in the evenings. We were never rude. In fact, we were really well behaved. At the weekend, we used to do housework and help Mum with the shopping. Of course, we didn't have computers, phones or TVs in those days, so we used to play outside in the street with our friends.
3. I used to be cool. Well, I thought I was cool when I was 15. I used to play football and basketball all the time, and I had a lot of friends. We used to hang out in the shopping centre at weekends. I lived with my mum. She was nice, but she wasn't strict. I never did any homework. Once, I stole a newspaper from a shop, and a policeman came to our house. My mum used to talk about things with me, but I didn't used to listen to her. Now, I'm married with 2 teenage children. I know how difficult it is to talk to teenagers.
I've changed, and my life has changed so much in the past 10 years. It's amazing to think about it. I used to have very long hair. Now it's short. I'm not the same height. I was short then, and I'm tall now. And 10 years ago, I used to live with my parents in the country. And now I have this really cool flat in the city. 10 years ago, I used to hang out with my school friends all the time. But I never see them now. Of course, I'm still with Ben. He was my boyfriend back then, and we've stayed together. Perhaps the biggest change of all is that I'm now a working girl. I used to hate studying when I was at school all those years ago, but I just love working in an office.
Mum, when you were my age, did you have fun?
Have fun? Yes, of course, darling. I loved being 17.
Really? I think it's dead boring. What did you do?
Well, lots of things. I was interested in sport, so I used to play tennis every Saturday morning. And I used to watch football with my dad. Sometimes we went to see a game because we used to live near the football stadium. But we usually just watched it on TV.
Did you used to go out, Mum?
When I was 17? Oh, yes, I did. I went out every Saturday night. My friends and I used to go dancing.
Dancing? Really? I didn't know.
Oh, yes. I used to go to the Sky Bar. It was big and very cool. There used to be a lot of attractive boys there.
Mum!
I really enjoyed Saturday nights. It was great.
Well, I think being 17 is boring, especially at the weekends. I chat with friends online all the time, but we hardly ever go out. We never go to nightclubs. We just hang out in the shopping centre or we go shopping.
OK, so why not phone your friends now? Go dancing with them. Young people today, They never meet their friends or go out.
Living with your parents. In Britain, young people often move out of their parents' home in their late teens and early 20s. Is this also true in Canada and Australia? Young people wrote and told us what they think.
In Britain, teenagers leave home to go to university at 18. In our culture, we think it is good to be independent. We often stay in university halls of residence, or we share houses with other students. You have to pay rent, pay electricity bills, and do your own shopping. When they leave university, many students don't want to return home and lose their independence. When you live with your parents, you have to do what they say. You mustn't stay out late. You mustn't invite friends to stay. It isn't easy to live in your parents' house after you have lived on your own or with friends.
Theo, 24, a Welshman in Cardiff. In Australia these days, more young people live with their parents than in the past. In fact, statistics show that 23% of people aged from 20 to 34 live at home. In 1986, the number was only 19%. Why are more people staying at home? Well, it's because people aren't getting married young these days. People are staying at home and staying single. I moved to London 2 years ago, and I was surprised by how many young people don't live with their parents. It's a lot more than in Australia. Sarah, 29, an Australian in London.
In Canada, 40% of 25-year-old men live at home with their parents. In the past, you left school at 16 or 18. Then you got a job and got married. But today, you don't have to get married young, and you don't have to leave education. That's why people stay at home.
Matt, 25, a Canadian.
Hi, Mum. It's Dan. Look, these house rules, they're really strict.
Well, I know that you like being independent, Dan, but it's my house. You mustn't break the rules.
OK, I understand that. And sure, I mustn't play loud music, and I mustn't make a mess in the kitchen. I am fine with those rules. But what about my friends? I want to invite them to stay sometimes.
I know you do. And I also know that your friends are noisy and rude. That's a strict rule. I'm not changing it.
OK, but you can't tell me to go to bed early. I like staying up late sometimes.
But you're very noisy when you stay up.
Look, OK, I'm going to be quiet.
OK. You don't have to go to bed early, and you don't have to stay in every night. You can go out late, but you mustn't make a noise, and you mustn't bring friends home, and you mustn't make all those late-night phone calls.
OK, OK. I agree with that. Fine.
Well, I'm glad that you understand. Do you agree with my rules?
Well, yes, sure, I have to.
So, when are you moving back home?
I'm not sure now. I think I'll go and live with my friends instead.
Do you remember the 1980s, Barry?
Of course I do. I was in my 20s then.
Do you remember the clothes we used to wear?
Oh, yes. I used to have very tight jeans. And I had a white jacket with big shoulders. I wanted to be an American TV detective.
Oh, I remember that fashion. I used to wear very short skirts, mini skirts, and my hair. It was blonde then, and I had a crazy hairstyle. I wanted to be Madonna. Pop bands in those days wore amazing clothes.
Absolutely. But their songs were fun. Boy George, Duran Duran. Madonna, I loved their sounds. I still do.
Me too. I used to have a big poster of Boy George on my wall. He was my favourite pop star.
Where did you used to go to in the evenings? Which places did you like?
Oh, let me see. My friends and I used to get dressed up and go to the Peppermint Club on Saturday night. That was a cool place in those days. Do you remember it?
Yes, I do. I never went there. I think it closed down years ago. Things have changed a lot, haven't they? The 80s seemed long, long ago now.
How's life in your house share, Susie? Are you enjoying it?
Yes, I am, actually. It's fun, most of the time. But living with 3 other girls isn't always easy. We've had to make some strict rules.
Really?
Yes. For example, one rule is that we mustn't go out if we haven't washed the dishes. Oh, and we mustn't use the washing machine on Sundays. It's noisy and the girls want to study. What about you? Are you enjoying living in your hall of residence?
Well, yes. It's easy living there. There's a kitchen, so I can cook, but only when I want to. They give us breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the hall of residence. And, of course, I don't do any cleaning or tidying. They clean my room every day. It's great.
Lucky you. I have to clean and tidy all the time. But aren't there a lot of rules?
Well, yes, there are. We mustn't invite friends to stay, for example. And we mustn't play musical instruments in our rooms because it's noisy. I have to go to the music room to practice my guitar.
Oh, no! Too many rules for me. I prefer living with friends.
Well, I like being in hall. I have more free time because I don't have to wash, clean and tidy like you.